YouTube, and welcome to Talladega Superspeedway for round number 2 of the 2013 MFNSRA Summer Superspeedway Series. I'm John Dillon. I'm going to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of today's race. As you can see on the pole is the only unsponsored car in the field, and it's from Front Row Motorsports, the number 35 of Colin McNaught. He starts next to the number 10 GoDaddy.com Chevrolet of Chris Warner. On row 2, you got the number 12 SKF Ford for Penske Racing, Hayden Klein, who starts next to the number 48 Lowe's Emerald Green Chevy of Season 2 Craftsman Car Series champion Chris Summers. And here's the rest of your starting lineup from the Superspeedway. Okay, so the cars are going to roll off behind the number 35 and 10. Our Daytona 500 champion starts deep in the field, back in 38th position. That's Jacob Kraus from Swan Racing, and he starts deep in the field today, so if he wants to go 2 for 2, he's going to have to do a lot of work to avoid the crashes that happen in front of him. And we'll see if he's there at the end. There's the guy who's finished second in Daytona, Ryan Acosta. Starts in the 5th position, so a good qualifying run for the runner-up. Ryan would have loved to win that race, though. I know he would have. I think anyone else would have, but it was Jacob Kraus who got to experience the glory of winning Daytona. So Colin McNaught now has the field in his hands as he comes through the tri-oval. The finish line is all the way down towards turn 1, unlike Daytona, Ricky Raceway, or many of the other super speedways that we go to this season. And it will be McNaught that brings him down. And we are racing from Talladega. Look how close they're already getting. The first 3 rows are right on top of each other. As they head down into turn 1, we already see some 3 wide about mid-pack. Go into spectator view, and you can see all 42 cars right there as they come off of 2. Ryan Acosta already looking strong early, but now we got it looked like a little contact between Hayden Klein and Chris Warner. Here they go into 3. Acosta gets under both of them, and he will make the pass for second. With help from the 38 car of Dougie Shears, who finished 39th in Daytona looking for a rebound. And he gets under Acosta. And it could be Front Row Motorsports 1-2 coming to lead the first lap, and it will be McNaught and Shears 1-2. See in the back, Jacob Kraus, there he is, he's in the middle. Let's work our way back up through the field as you see these cars working their way to the bottom, trying to get up to the front. Now Dougie Shears looks low, and here comes Jacob Kraus's teammate, Arnold Columbia. In the 30, he got caught in an early wreck in Daytona, ended up 40th. There's Mark Edwards in the 1 car. He was also caught in an early wreck. He finished 36th down in Florida. 3 wide. That Mark Edwards barely squeezed through there. 2 cars back is his teammate. And definitely one of the favorites to win the championship this season, the 42 Diego Espina. Oh, I see 4 wide back there. That's Hayden Klein and Justin Talampis in the 19. Here they come off of turn 2. This could get dangerous. 4 wide, about 3 or 4 rows deep now. They make it through, I will be amazed, but oh boy, that's a 39 of Austin Ogo, who finished 41st in Daytona. He wants a rebound, but going 4 wide isn't going to help. Look at all these cars, and now we got 4 wide near the front. This is one huge pack. They've made it a half a lap from when they started doing it, so... Oh, there they go. As soon as I said it. Did they save it back there? I think they saved it. They keep it going, every single one of them. We will not have a caution. There's 3 cars in the outside wall. Andrew Schwartz, Justin Talampis, and Chris Summers. Oh, now we got a huge wreck on the backstretch. Oh, no. Dom Capps, Sean Galligan, Seth Carlisle. Oh, Summers piles in with Warner. Huge crash. There's Stephen Kimball in the 33. I see Acosta. Is that Acosta back there? It is. That is Ryan Acosta, the Daytona 500 runner-up. Johnny Gardner in the 18. Jacob Kraus, the 500 champion, will not go 2 for 2 today. Huge damage on the 26. Here comes Luke Martin with a ton of front-end damage. Dom Capps in the 21. There's Mark Edwards. He's not off to a good start here. 2 races, 2 wrecks. Zach Buchanan, he finished 9th in Daytona. He was involved. Daniel Voiles in the 17. He was also collected. Luke Walker, he finished dead last in Daytona. He was caught up in this. Stephen Kimball. There's Chris Warner, the outside pole sitter. Seth Carlisle. There's Ryan Acosta limping back. Jacob Lawler is your leader here. And I'm going to pause and go back and see what happened. I'm not too sure what happened, but I'm just going to start with the 10 car. You see 4 wide, about 5 rows deep. And that, I don't know how they even made it that far, but looks like the 10 kind of pushed the 56 of Derek Umstadt down into Luke Walker in the 7. Then they came up. That's Talampis in the 19. I don't know how they all kept it straight. None of them really got turned around. That's a nice job by Luke Walker to keep the car straight, but it didn't end well for him in the end. As we saw this wreck up here. I have a feeling that this got started. Well, yeah, it did happen further up. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's the 1 car of Mark Edwards. He was in this wreck. Well, I'm using the 17 right now. Yeah, it looks like we're going to see here. I'm not too sure where this all started. Oh, is that... CJ Sorensen turned Seth Carlisle in the 5, and there they go into the outside wall. Look at Mark Edwards. He's going to go over here. I didn't see that. Mark Edwards in the 1, upside down. Carlisle's going to go over, too, in that number 5. Arnold Columbia. There's Colin McNaught, the pole sitter. Look at all these cars. They just pile in. So many of them. Who's that upside down? I think that's the 31 car of Zach Buchanan. 3 cars upside down in this wreck. We didn't have any cars over at Daytona at all. Oh, and there's Chris Warner. Did the 18 go over too back there? Johnny Gardner? I don't think so. Man, I'm going to ride on board with Daniel Voiles first in the number 17. Okay, so this is Daniel Voiles. He's riding right behind Mark Edwards. Everyone piles up. See the 31 Zach Buchanan sliding upside down. Slowed down a lot to get through that wreck. Let's ride over with the Daytona 500 winner, Jacob Kraus. He had to go to the apron to avoid the first contact. So Austin Ponte. He's on the apron. I think that was Stephen Kimball in the 33 that was behind him, if I saw it correctly from the helicopter. Alright, next is Zach Buchanan. This is going to be quite a ride. Who sent him over there? And he's just sliding upside down. Who sent him upside down? I didn't. Let's see. I think someone hit the 12 of Hayden Klein. Yeah, it was the 78 car of Elijah Koufax. Wow, huge wreck. Next is on board with Seth Carlisle in number 5. Seth Carlisle had an unbelievable wreck in the Daytona practice session. Now he's upside down here again, time with Caleb Chevy. It was 30. Well, a ton of cars out of the race here early. Let's go check on pit stops. Okay, so we're gonna see here who's going to be coming into the pits. Jacob Lawler is the leader, Carter Keselowski second. His teammate Dylan Schwallenberg in third. Schwallenberg finished third in Daytona. Fourth is Timmy Pacioli. And fifth is Nicholas Guerra. And does not look like anyone is going to be coming in except for the cars that were involved in the wreck. Led by Seth Cole in the 43. Didn't see him get involved, but there's Adam Smith. I didn't see him get involved. Maybe I think I actually did see the 9 car somewhere in that. That was one huge wreck early in the going here at Talladega. Let's go back green. Before we go green, I'm going to give you an idea of how many cars were involved in that wreck. And there's still cars on the track that were involved in that crash. Look at that. 24 cars left. 18 are out of the race. So, yeah, that was a huge wreck. And Jacob Kraus, he will finish 29th in that number 26 car. Daytona 500 winner. Jacob Lawler, Phoenix Racing number 51, will come down and bring him to the green flag. Once again here at Talladega, hopefully we can get some green flag racing in here. Here we go, green flag. Lawler finished 10th in Daytona. He did finish in the top 10. And there, Dylan Schwallenberg in third. He's with Acosta and Kraus out of the race. He could get off to a really good start here, and he could definitely leave here with the points lead. Just got to make it the rest of the way, though. There's Nicholas Guerra in the 34. Mark Matthews in the 27 is there with his teammate Alex Tanker in the 29. Schwallenberg got a huge run off of 2, and he's passing the 51 and the 11 for the lead. Nicholas Guerra with a run coming into 3. The lone Hendrick car that was not in that wreck is right there, the number 88 of Evan Earnhardt. He finished 12th in Daytona. And Evan Earnhardt, Hendrick's lone soldier out there. Well, Galligan's still in the race, but he's not in any contention to be racing for the win. You can see them all, they're all back here. There's Dom Capps on the 21, Galligan. There's Talampis in the 19. Derek Umstadt, Adam Smith's back here. Columbia, Dylan Young, Johnny Gardner. Now we did see Seth Cole come into the pits, appearing to be one of the cars that was involved in the wreck, but it looks like that car's pretty competitive. He's up in the lead draft right now. Guerra, Tanker, Earnhardt. Here comes Charles Jackson in the 32 as well, with Austin Ogo in the 39. Huge race right now for him. He finished 41st in Daytona, which is next to last. He's getting help from Seth Cole there in the 43. And the 13 of Wes McCall. Here they come off turn 2. There's a couple of drivers that finished in the top 10 in Daytona. Andrew Schwartz is right there in the 44. I think he was one of the drivers that was pinned up against the wall earlier in the race. There he is. There's Jake Williams. He finished 6th. Or no, Williams finished 7th. Schwartz finished 6th. That's right. And now Seth Cole coming for the lead. Seth Cole has fresh tires on that number 43. Which is probably why he is so competitive. He's got some new tires on that number 43. Alex Tanker in the 29 washes way up the track. A lot of lead changes here. Jake Williams with help from the 51 of Jacob Lawler, and now Lawler looks low. Here they come through turns 3 and 4. And Wes McCall, a Craftsman Car Series veteran. He's been in all the seasons, and he will be starting season 6 in the number 14 in the Craftsman Car Series. He'll be starting his 6th season. So Wes McCall, one of the CCS vets. There's another one. Diego Ospina running 2nd. He is actually a champion in the Craftsman Car Series. He's run all the seasons. Evan Earnhardt has a lot of experience in the Craftsman Car Series as well. But Evan started in the middle of season 2. As we look through the field, there's Seth Cole, the most recent Craftsman Car Series champion. And Seth looking good here in today's race. We'll see if he can get back to the front here. I'm sure that there's plenty of time. We're coming to 16 laps to go. That's a long way around here. It's Timmy Pacioli. He had quite the speed weeks. He didn't have a fun practice session or a fun race for that matter. And he's moving his way up on the bottom in that BK Racing Toyota. No one signed up to pick the number 93, so Pacioli is BK Racing's lone soldier out there. He has help from Charles Jackson. Here comes Jake Williams, Alex Tanker, and Wes McCall. Mark Matthews stuck on the outside. And now I want to keep an eye on that 20 car because, like we said, he finished 3rd at Daytona. The top 2 are out of the race. So Schwallenberg could have a huge points day here in that Dollar General Toyota. He has a teammate in this pack, and that is the 11 of Carter Keselowski. He's at the back of the pack right now. But every single driver, I don't even know how, I'm going to see. There's 16 drivers in this pack. All 16 have a shot unless they cause a big wreck. Take some of them out. Oh, I better not just jinx it right there. I thought that 39 was going to turn Nicholas Guerra. Austin Ogo right there in the 39. This left track will be a problem. Well, Dom Capps is in turns 1 and 2, so they will probably catch him. There's Andrew Schwartz moving through on the bottom. We saw a little bit of close action there going into 1. There's 2 Richard Childress racing cars, the 29 of Alex Tanker there and the number 27 of Mark Matthews. Ooh, contact there. I think that was Andrew Schwartz and Diego Ospina made a little bit of contact. And Schwartz is going to go to the lead with help from Carter Keselowski. And they're going to peel off, and we have pit stops. Green flag pit stops, and most of the pack is coming in here. So a lot of the lead pack coming in, and Timmy Pacioli is one of them. We're going to see his pit stop here. I see a gas and go for the 13 of Wes McCall. They're taking a little bit of a while here on Pacioli, and now they're going to come back out of the pits. So gas and go, but 4 tires for Jake Williams. I don't know what's going on there. Williams, I don't know what's going on there. That's not a great strategy to go with 4 tires. And it doesn't look like it's going to put him that far behind, though. Or maybe it will. Let's see some of the rest of the leaders. There they are. And Seth Cole, like we said, he did make a pit stop on that caution. So he will be out here for a while, or he should be. And these guys right here, Johnny Gardner is in 2nd. All those cars were involved in that crash earlier in the race. So here comes the rest of that lead draft back on the track. Here comes Pacioli, Carter Keselowski, Andrew Schwartz, Wes McCall, Evan Earnhardt, Charles Jackson, Anthony Emery, Diego Espina, and Jake Williams. Those were the cars that were the first to come on out of that lead pack. But Seth Cole, in that number 43, Janny King Ford, he pitted under the caution for that big wreck. Let's see how this plays out for Seth. If he can, I don't even know what his fuel strategy is, so we're going to see. But he's going to catch Jake Williams here in the number 15. By the way, here comes Tanker and Schwallenberg and Pacioli. And Carter Keselowski win that round of pit stops. I'm going to keep an eye on this 43 car, though. That's the leader. I tell you what, these guys, we might have some cars that were in that wreck that are still going to finish in the top 5 if they can make it to the end. If not, then they don't. But here's Dylan Young, Adam Smith, Johnny Gardner. Those 3 are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And there goes the 2 of Dylan Young. He is coming into pit. As did Dom Capps in the 21. Oh, Arnold Columbia, he pitted the lap before that. He was up in 2nd, I think, as well. So expect the number 43 of Seth Cole to be coming into the pits here soon enough. In fact, I think he might be looking to. He just peeled below the number 27 of Mark Matthews. Let's see what the 43 is going to do. And he is peeling off. Seth Cole is going to make his pit stop. So now we're just going to have to see where Timmy Pacioli, Carter Keselowski, Wes McCall, and Andrew Schwartz, these 4, are going to come out in relativity to Seth Cole in the 43. 2 Fords and 2 Toyotas. Schwallenberg and Tanker, they're trying to work together, but doesn't look like they're getting very far. That's some close drafting right there between those 2. Andrew Schwartz is the leader. Here comes Seth back on the track. I think they are going to pass Seth Cole. Yeah, they're going to pass him. 9 laps to go, and it looks like it's going to be these 4 drivers right here. Andrew Schwartz, Timmy Pacioli, Carter Keselowski, and Wes McCall as they drive by Seth Cole. They scored Schwartz 2nd. Who is the leader? Still someone out. Oh, it was Seth Cole. Yeah, so now it's official. Andrew Schwartz is the leader. Now Timmy Pacioli looking to the inside. Wes McCall and Carter Keselowski are losing touch with the top 2. They got to hook up here and work their way back up. Tanker and Schwallenberg, they're trying to get back up there. They're a little over 2 seconds behind last lap. We're going to see where they are this time. Look at that big pack behind them. Those are, I tell you what, if those 2 can catch Schwallenberg and Tanker, we could. This pack right here, that's bigger than those 4 at the front. But we'll see if time plays a role here. Charles Jackson, Anthony Emery, Austin Ogo, Nicholas Guerra, Evan Earnhardt, Jacob Lawler. Seth Cole back in 13th. McCall making it 3 wide for the lead with help from Andrew Schwartz. Tanker and Schwallenberg trying to run him down, and then there's a 6-car pack behind him. And then 2 behind them. We'll see if Ospina and Seth Cole, the 2 recent CCS champions, can do anything. They're closing, but not a lot. They're not closing by a lot, no. We'll see if they can, when they add these 2 cars to them, maybe they'll get even faster. But with 7 laps to go, I don't know. This pack is closing at 5 miles an hour faster than those 2 in front of them. And now they're adding Diego Ospina and Seth Cole. And we got some lap traffic for the leaders. Justin Talampis, and he holds up Pacioli and Andrew Schwartz, and maybe, no. Andrew Schwartz is going to pull out in front. Oh boy, I tell you what, that only helps these 10 right here behind him. If those 3 got slowed up, and when the 44 is out there by himself like that, he's going to get swallowed up very soon. And those other 3 were already slowed down. Look at these guys. They're racing in a pack. They're drafting. They have a huge amount of draft. They're running in a range from 3 miles an hour faster. We'll see if they have enough time. That pack is closing a lot faster with 10 cars than with 6 cars. Which makes sense. Oh man, they closed by over a second that time. You can see here, right here, the 51 was 2.78 seconds off of Andrew Schwartz. And but now they're going to get held up by the 19. Ogo gets around. Ospina gets around. Lawler does not. And that could have just killed all these guys' chances. Coming to 4 to go, it's Schwartz, Carter Keselowski second, Wes McCall, and Timmy Pacioli. Boy, that is the last thing that group needed. Let's see if they can get formed up again in time. I honestly doubt it. It's going to be very hard to them to get back in sync again. They were really going right there. That 19 car really screwed it up for them. But now we have 2 slower cars for the leaders. That's Derek Umstadt, the 56, Sean Galligan, the 24. 3 wide. Pacioli goes low. Schwartz is going to try to catch him again. This pack actually does look to be in sync again. See if the 99 and the 51, they've lost touch. I don't see them getting back up to those guys. Can they get up there in 3 laps? These guys are getting slowed up a lot by the 56 and the 24. Yeah. Half a second gain that lap. 3 to go. Nicholas Guerra running in the 5th position. Can they run the leaders down? Oh boy, they have a huge run. Now Dom Capps is in the middle of all of them. 3 lap cars. The 83 of Timmy Pacioli way out in front. And now the second draft, Wes McCall and Derek Umstadt make contact. Boy, this is going to get exciting right here. Coming to 2 to go. I was looking at Dom Capps' laps there. What is going to happen here? I tell you what, all these guys right here, they did get caught up. I think it's going to be these 4 that were from that pack that are going to survive, and that includes Seth Cole and the 43. We're coming to the white flag this time. Andrew Schwartz with a big run on Pacioli and Keselowski. Guerra, Earnhardt, Cole, and Tanker trying to get some momentum. Austin Ogo just trying to hang on. Carter Keselowski to the lead. Pacioli's going to drop back to 8th at this rate. white flag, Carter Keselowski in the FedEx Ground Toyota with sights of clean air in front of him. Can Wes McCall pass him? And I tell you what, that 34 car of Nicholas Guerra, that's the same team that won this race in the Sprint Cup Series. But Seth Cole's got a run on him, and now Guerra goes back low, behind McCall. Toyota, Ford, side by side. Can Guerra get a run? Here we go, through turns 3 and 4, and McCall takes the lead. Craftsman Car Series veteran coming off of 4. Can Nicholas Guerra make a run? Here they come. Coming to take the checkered flag. Guerra can't get under him. Wes McCall's going to come down and take the second race of the Summer Super Speedway Series at Talladega. Wes McCall wins. In a frantic finish that involved lap cars and a bunch of others that made their names known at the end, like Nicholas Guerra in that 34. And a 9-car pack is what we ended up with. And it ended up being the Geico Ford for Germain Racing, Wes McCall, that took the victory. Huge win for Germain Racing after a tough race at Daytona. Wes McCall gets the win here in Alabama. So let's get the full results and the standings, and then we'll see a burnout from Wes McCall. Alright, so Wes McCall gets the win, and it was him. He was part of that 4-car pack. The rest of them, Keselowski, Schwartz, and Pacioli, finished 5th, 6th, and 7th. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were drivers that were in that second pack that ran the first 4 all the way down. As you can see, we went caution-free, but it turned out to be a very exciting finish. It gave a CCS veteran, Wes McCall, the victory. And you can see all the drivers out of the race. You can find your name and where you finished. All from 25th on back, all caught up in that huge wreck on the backstretch. But congratulations to Wes McCall in the Geico Ford on his first Summer Super Speedways win. And next we'll be heading abroad, overseas, to Sean Galligan's hometown of Hartlepool at the Bank Triangle of Bullitt Speedway. That will be the next destination on our schedule. And so for now, I'm John Dillon, and we'll see you on next Wednesday. And be sure to like MFNSRA on Facebook, and we'll see you on Wednesday.